Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you a soup recipe that I've been absolutely enjoying lately. What I love about this recipe is it has very minimal ingredients that are very whole food based and full of wonderful complete proteins. So that is going to keep you full and satiated throughout your day, so you don't have to worry about focusing on what you are making for dinner and worrying if it's going to be healthy for your family or not. Another thing that's great about this recipe is you can just throw it in the crock pot in the morning and let it sit throughout the day. That way you come home to a delicious, warm, healthy meal. And you can also make this recipe vegan if you'd like to by substituting out the chicken broth for vegetable broth. So without further ado, I would like to dig into this recipe with you and show you what it takes to make this super simple enchilada soup. So the first thing that you are going to need for this recipe is a large soup pot, and you are going to set that on your stove on medium-low heat and add some oil. I prefer to use avocado oil, but you can also use olive oil if you would like, or any other oil substitute. Then I am going and dicing up 2 small onions. You can also use 1 large onion, but I just had these smaller onions, so I'm just dicing that up into whatever size that I see fit. And then I am going to add my diced onions to my soup pot to simmer until golden brown. While those are cooking, I am just going to dice up a green bell pepper here, trying to make sure that I don't get any seeds. And as you can see, I am not the best at trying to get the seeds out of the bell pepper, so I will try to remove as many as I can, and then dice those up in nice and small pieces and add that in with my onion. Next, I will be adding in my beans. I like to buy no salt added beans, that way I can adjust the salt as needed. So here I am just adding 1 can of pinto beans, and then I'm going to go in and add 1 can of black beans as well. Then I'm going to add in 1 can of sweet corn. You can also use frozen corn if you have that as well, but I just had a can, so I am just using that. And then I am going in and adding 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and I absolutely love these diced tomatoes from Costco. They are probably some of the best diced tomatoes I've had. They taste so fresh. So if you live near a Costco and you have a Costco membership, I highly recommend getting these diced tomatoes. Next, I am just going to stir that up and mix well until it is thoroughly combined. Then I'm going to go in and add 4 cups of chicken stock. You are also welcome to use vegetable broth if you are looking to make this recipe vegan. Then I'm going to go in and add some red enchilada sauce. I just got mild enchilada sauce because then I can up the spice as I like, but you are welcome to get spicy. It just depends on what your family's preference is. After that, I'm just going to give that another stir to mix the liquid ingredients in. And then I will go in and add the spices. So for spices, I go in with some dark chili powder, and for the amounts, I just kind of add in how much I feel is best, but I will leave the amounts that I would recommend using in the description below. I also add in some cumin, as well as some paprika. I really like to get some smoked paprika, but I didn't have that on hand, so I just used regular. Then I'm going to add some dried oregano. If it was summertime right now, I would love to use some fresh oregano in this recipe, and that would really elevate the flavor profile, but I just didn't have that on hand, so I'm just going to use my dried oregano. Then I am going in and adding some garlic, as well as some salt and pepper to taste. And here is where I'm adding in my spice. I would recommend using chili flakes, but I have this fire spice chili pepper that I have been absolutely loving from a local shop here. So I'm just going to add that in to elevate that spice level. And then again, I'm just going to stir and mix all of that wonderful flavor throughout my soup. This recipe just tastes absolutely delicious and is full of wonderful whole foods that have nutrients and protein, so you can just add this into your weekly dinner rotation and it'll make a perfect meal along with a side of sliced homemade sourdough bread. I have this full recipe on my Simple Living with Katie blog, link in my profile. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really have enjoyed making these videos here on YouTube, and so follow along to see all my content. I am a very passionate homemaker who really loves everything health, wellness, and sourdough. So follow along my journey with me and hit that subscribe button below.